Hello! Are we live? Is everyone alive? I want to get more Ben 10 doodles done, because I want to make this video eventually. I promised that I'd only make the doodles on stream, so I need to be streaming more. I'm terrible about that, guys. I'm sorry.
Well, he's streaming now, guys.
Because I want to make more Ben 10 doodles. So how's everyone doing today? Not sure if you guys noticed this or not. Hey, happy birthday there, LED Strike. LED Strike. So yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed quite so, but I actually got myself a new webcam. I literally just bought this like a half hour ago. Like, I'm tired of using my cell phone for everything, so it's like, okay, let's just get a webcam so I just have it set up so I don't have to keep on setting up my stuff. Chat isn't on screen. He literally that's the first message that showed up though, was the chat being on screen. Alrighty. So we'll wait just a tad for everyone for more folks to show before I get started. See how everyone's doing. Oh, happy early birthday, Donovan. All right. Go make sure that I have everything set up proper. So yeah, so for those who didn't see last time, these are the doodles that I got done so far. So we got Humongousaur's doodles done. Or at least his up attack version anyway. We got neutral air wild mutt. We got up air feedback and down air diamond head. That's as far as we got. So what we're gonna have to do, we're just moving on from there. So this is the point where we can start getting into special attacks. So, in terms of the special attacks of what I need to doodle, I probably don't need to doodle Heat Blast, throwing fireballs, because I'm sure he does a lot of that in the show.
Yeah.
Accelerate. Doing the dash as well as the tornado. Probably don't need to do that either. Because I imagine there's lots of accelerate running and doing tornadoes in the show, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's been a year since you've been on one of these streams. Welcome back, FPS. Alright, Big Chill. This I probably will need to do a doodle for. Probably two for these, considering that they're very specific motions that we're having him do. Thoughts on Morty's moveset in Multiversus? He looks fun to play. I haven't gotten him yet. But I really can't give, like, a proper, like, estimate of what I think about him, if only because I don't watch Rick and Morty. So, all of the references and everything about that moveset's gonna be lost on me. Because I hear it's a good show. My problem is it is a gross out show, and I don't really care for gross out shows.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and start. We'll go ahead and start with Big Chill then. So there we go, Big Chill. Hopefully we get Rick soon. Hopefully they fix the hitboxes soon. Someone on Twitter last night was telling me that I guess whenever Rick is added, that's interesting and weird. My pen tablet is doing weird things. Hold on. It's like not synced up properly. That's not good. See if I can try to fix that. Okay, not much of a doodle stream if I can't doodle, guys, right? Let me see. That fix it? That did not fix it. Huh. Is it because the webcam's plugged in? I did not have this trouble last night. Like this, my mouse is working fine, but the webcam is like, it's only going that far. Like, I don't know if you guys can see the mouse on the screen, but this is me moving my mouse or my tablet or my pen across the entire tablet. Well, this is awkward. Huh. I wonder what could be causing this. Let me try unplugging the tablet from the back and see if I can get this fixed, guys. Technical difficulties. This thing was working. This was working before I started the stream, and then I started the stream and decided not to work. Isn't that just how it works, guys? Right? Am I right? Huh?
Technology, why?
To quote one Proton John from that one MomoCon panel that I went back to in like 2014, technology sucks. Let me see if that fixed it. It did not. Okay. Let me try resetting Clip Studio Paint and see if that fixes it. Either that, or let me try this, actually. Hold on. Let me save this real quick. Hold on. Let me do this first. Get off this. Close this down. Is it still working in Photoshop? Yeah, it's still working in Photoshop just fine. What's wrong with Clip Studio Paint? And I don't want to draw in Photoshop. It's lame. It's working just fine in Photoshop. What do? Let me open Clip Studio Paint back up, see if it's working now. It is not. I just can't catch a break, guys, can I? Major oof. Is it like a problem with Clip Studio Paint? Does it need to be updated? Yeah, it's like, why is it only reacting to Clip Studio Paint like this specifically?
If it is an update thing, you know, hope you enjoy paying for it, because that's what they're making you do now.
Well, starting next year. Let me see if I can just try updating it and if that fixes it at all. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I just can't have good things.
Sackboy's gonna take all the requests. What do you mean? Sackboy's got a video. We're not cavemen. We have technology. The technology in question.
Agree to end user license agreement and updates? Wait, I thought that wasn't starting until next year. What is happening?
Clip Studio Paint became the villain. That's what's happening.
Yeah. Well, that's lame. What an interesting way for me to find this out, right when I start streaming. And it was working just fine last night too. That's the sad part. Working on Doodles for other videos. use Illustrator or CS4. I'd have to, like, relearn them. Or, in general, learn them. How skimming through the Ben 10 catalog's been going? Well, I haven't. Clip Studio Paint version 1.12.3 update has been released. So wait, I'm confused. Has the actual, like, monthly thing already started for it yet? Or no? Or is this just an update that I need to do? Like, for those who actually have the Clip Studio Paint and know what they're doing, and like, kind of know what's going on here. And then watch, knowing my luck, I'll update it, and then it still doesn't work.
Maybe Clip Studio Paint just doesn't like Ben 10.
I would like to just find the other, like last time I streamed this.
Hell, now it's not in the mood.
Once again, I apologize for this, guys. Well, no, Maniac. It actually is a problem with Clip Studio Paint because the drawing tablet works just fine, like in like everywhere else on the computer. It just kind of does weird things with Clip Studio Paint specifically. So I don't know how quite to fix that. I can try going back into it and seeing if, like, settings... How many doodles have I done so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, around that much. I think it was 5. Okay. Let me open. Okay, looks like I got it working. It was like a weird setting somewhere that needed to get fixed. Alright. Alright, I think we're in business, guys. I think we are in business.
We're about to get progress?
Possibly, as soon as I have the correct, there we go. It's like, look, guys, look, I can make lines again!
Yeah!
Okay.
Freedom.
Okay, we're in business. Let's get started. All right. So let's see here. So this is so we have Big Chill firing a beam of ice into the air from his mouth. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I got it fixed though. so now I gotta, like... He has weird body proportions, doesn't he? I kind of like to do it how BJ does it and play the games that I can play or look up games. Oh, you're talking about like in terms of making your own movesets? Alright, how would I pose him for this now? Let me think. Shooting Ice Breath is most common for Big Chill, so you can probably skip it. Well, is him specifically shooting it into the air at a diagonal angle, like something? Because that's very specific. Thoughts on Morty? Morty? I guess to reiterate, because you weren't here when I said it the first time. I haven't played as him yet. He looks interesting, but the references are going to be lost on me because I don't watch Rick and Morty. I guess, like, do you watch Rick and Morty at all, Brian?
No.
Okay.
Like, the most that I really know about it is from watching Just Stop's video on it and how it supposedly fell off after season 2.
Okay. Hey there, Andrew. How you doing? Man's got some mighty big wings, doesn't he? I forget if this happened before or after our last stream, but I also know that Multiversus did officially announce Black Adam and the Gremlin Spike. Who's excited for that? Because I never watched Gremlins. Black Adam's cool enough.
So what happens when you play as a gremlin after midnight?
Your computer explodes, I guess. Stripe. Okay, sorry. Like I said, I've never watched Gremlins. Is that the same character as like the one you're not as like the one from the like that you're not that like is like the cute one? Is that what it turns into? Or
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like that was like the whole thing with Gremlins. It's like they have like this super cute little baby thing, but then they don't follow the rules and it turns into a monster.
But what it's considered after midnight? Like when's the cutoff to when you can feed them again? Like, is it just when the sun comes out, or like what's up with that? And how does that work in different time zones?
It's like, well, it was midnight somewhere.
Shouldn't he have his wings wrapped around him? Does he only like are the wings only wrapped around him? Like are his wings only out when he flies? Because I know we can't have him wrapped around him because I believe I have a picture for that. Let me see. It's a good thing I'm not on my laptop anymore, because if I popped up on my thing right there, it would have spoiled the next Smash character for you guys. Let me see here. Yeah, because I know he takes on drag it. Well, I gotta drag it in here. Hold on. So like, should his wings be covering him when he's breathing ice, or no? Oh, welcome back, Angel Trade. I guess, like, what's your consensus on this, chat? Yeah, I know he can only fly when he's using the wings, but in this case, this is his ground version of the attack. So, like, when he's aggressive and fighting, like, does he still cover himself? Because I feel like that'd be restrictive, wouldn't it? He can have his wings out whenever, so it's fine. He does fight when he's covered. He doesn't fight on the ground, he fights in the air.
Well, this is supposed to be like a version of this where like Big Chill's on the ground, right?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, in the context of this pose, this is just using the move if, he's on the ground.
Yeah. Wrap him... Well, okay, well, what's the context of me wrapping him on the ground, though? Like, what's the point, though? Like, does it matter? Some people say... Like, someone's saying it doesn't matter. He does have his wings out on the ground as well at times. Okay, well, I'm keeping them out.
Yeah.
Alright. So this is kind of the direction that I imagine he shoots the beam. So kind of like that. I'll have to go back and look at what his actual ice breath looks like. Doesn't matter, you just thought it'd be cooler? Ha. Thoughts on Cyclizar? I think it looks cool. In terms of my thoughts on how I think it relates to Koraidon and Miraidon, I'm kind of I think I am leaning in the idea that Miraidon and that the two legendaries are actually like paradox forms of Cyclizar. Because I guess for those who haven't really been keeping up with the leaks, first off, spoilers. Leave now if you don't want to get spoiled. Second off, so like some leaks have been talking about how there are gonna apparently be there's gonna be a gimmick in the game called paradox forms, where some Pokemon are going to have, well, they're not even really forms. They're considered brand new Pokemon that just look like older Pokemon, and they're going to be themed around the past or the future depending on what version you get. So me and a bunch of other people are speculating that more than likely Cyclizar, or that Koraidon and Miraidon are going to be like the paradox forms of Cyclizar. There is also the possibility that maybe Cyclizar can evolve into one of those two, depending on very, very rare and like hard to get circumstances. But I think the paradox idea is a bit more kind of what people are thinking here. But as for Cyclizar itself, like I like it. I don't think I'll be adding it to my team because there's another certain Pokemon that was leaked that I really want instead that I have to get off of obligation.
Yeah.
Like Brian knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I should keep that close just so I can see. Um, does this thing actually open its mouth or no? Let me double check that.
I don't think so.
Ben 10, Big Chill. So like whenever it breathes ice, it literally like it does so like through its teeth.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing it. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it does. Okay. So speaking of Pokemon, I guess has anyone in the chat decided which version they're gonna get yet? Because I really haven't decided that myself. Because I'm still waiting on version exclusives. Violet, Scarlet, Scarlet. No clue. Violet, Scarlet. Also waiting for version exclusives. Actually, going back to Cyclizar, has anyone else noticed the color scheme between Cyclizar and the two legendaries and how brilliant it is?
Yeah.
Because, like, Loxton has been pretty quick about making videos about the new Pokemon, and he's pointing out just how smart these designs really are. Though, to be fair, as much as some people would probably argue against this, a lot of the newer Pokemon in recent generations have all been very smart in design. What do I mean? The colors are based on the light spectrum, or I believe that's what it was called. Because it's like Koraidon is red, Miraidon, which is like the very start of the spectrum, Miraidon is purple, which is the very end of it, and then Cyclizar is green, which is like dead center. I might have misnamed it because it was like ultra radiant light or something like that, or along those lines. I would argue that almost all Pokemon have always had smart designs with very few exceptions. To a degree, yeah. Like, the older Pokemon definitely had some kinks in them, but that was also because they were more limited in how they were able to design them at the time. Like, they needed to be able to design Pokemon to be viewable on a Game Boy screen, so they had to be a little more simplistic in their design as a result.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, I probably should stop trying to be so arduous with these doodles, because they're supposed to just be doodles.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's going to take me forever to do them all. Because that's why, for the most part, why my drawings are always so simple in the actual videos. Because to save time, mostly. Like, I want to get the point across, and that's it. Because if I get too arduous like I am right now, like, it takes forever. It takes way longer for me to pump these out than normal.
Dunsparce has a good design. Change my mind. No, we won't.
Yeah, we won't. Because you are just objectively correct.
Any Dunsparce slander in the comments section will be met with a ban.
Yeah. And not just any ban. The ban that involves insults after we ban you. Dunsparce is the greatest. playing Gates to... I loved Gates to Infinity.
Who's Dunsparce?
How dare. Culture yourself! Even though you don't like Family Guy, what do I think of the Frank Sinatra-esque music numbers? I mean, they sound nice. I never really was a big Frank Sinatra fan to begin with, though, so... I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't much care for a lot of Seth MacFarlane's work, but he does have a pretty decent singing voice. If the movie Sing is anything to go by.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, also, to play devil's advocate a little bit, Seth MacFarlane also hasn't been writing for Family Guy for like years.
Really?
Yeah, like he stopped writing episodes after a while. Like he only like provides voice work at this point.
Ah. Well, regardless. But it's not even just Family Guy, though. Like, there's a lot of stuff that Seth MacFarlane did that I just didn't care for. Like, I did not like the movie Ted, by any means. So... And I know he wrote that one.
Yeah. By the way, BJ, there is in fact a Dunsparce card that has an attack that reads Bite and Run.
Rude. Let's get Ray William Johnson in Multiversus. Actually, so I should actually bring this up for you guys. I know a lot of you were talking about how apparently the Multiversus developers were not outside third-party inclusions, but it was actually just announced yesterday that they are going to be focusing mainly on the WB characters. So while more than likely third-party inclusions aren't off the table, don't expect them like to be a common occurrence or that like a big thing. Like they're probably going to be extremely rare.
Yeah.
And that's assuming they still even have any properties to work with after the HBO fiasco. They tried to save $3 billion, lost $20 billion in the process.
That's an oof.
That's literally that Gru meme. It's like takes animated cartoons off of HBO to save $3 billion, loses $20 billion.
Just look shocked at the boards like, wait, what?
Exactly. Do you reckon you can make a proper move? Well, yeah. Like that's the whole point of that's the whole point of these streams. Like the entire like that's why I'm making. Like if I wasn't gonna make a video on this, I wouldn't be making Doodles. Like the whole point of these streams are to set things up for the actual videos that will come out soon after. Fix that actually.
Oh boy, Poke Beach is showing off cards from the next set coming out.
Is it another Sword and Shield set or is it Scarlet Violet set?
It's another Sword and Shield set.
Man.
But they have already showed that they are preparing for Scarlet and Violet coming out.
Yeah, because I saw that. So.
Yeah.
And I imagine like terastallizing is going to make for a lot of like new Pokemon types in general for existing Pokemon.
Yeah.
Though didn't they already try? Didn't the TCG already tried something like that before?
Yeah, it's called Delta Species.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still remember having a Steel-type Pichu. And an Electric Pidgey.
Electric Pidgey.
And there's this Arcanine with an attack called Fighting Tackle, as opposed to a normal tackle.
Huh. It's a tackle, but with more martial arts mixed in somehow.
No, Arcanine just starts making all like these different fighting stances, and then just jukes the opponent out after a while of making these poses and goes, tackle!
Okay. Have I heard the rumors about the developers trying to get Walter right? I have not. But also based on what was just confirmed regarding how they're going to be focusing mainly on the WB Discovery characters, like, don't get your hopes up too much. I mean, if they go for it, that's cool. But, like, we'll see. Even though I know nothing about Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Have I ever heard of Ray? I used to watch Ray William Johnson back in the day. I even listened to, the Martian songs, but, like, he hasn't been a thing for a long time, though.
Yeah.
I hate trying to make long parallel lines like this.
Also, they're making a Alolan Vulpix V, but not one for Ninetales.
Yes, Glitchy. I did hear about Sakurai's new YouTube channel. I subscribed to it the moment I saw it. Actually, I think I might have been his 4th subscriber too, because when I went to the page, it said he only had 3 subscribers. So there's a good chance that I might have been his 4th subscriber, or at least around that, depending on how many people click subscribe at that very moment.
I love Maximilian Dude's video where he's like, yo, Sakurai should just make these clickbait thumbnails for each of his videos.
But yeah, that's super cool of him too. Like, literally just going into detail about game design. Like, it's something he's passionate about.
Yeah, I know my buddy Dr. Crafty was all on board for it, because, like, he actually does have, like, a degree in game design. And he uses that degree to do D&D.
I hate drawing parallel lines. I can't keep my fingers going straight. In other news, for you Unite players, who's looking forward to Mew, Dodrio, and Scizor?
Me. But I think in your cases, who's excited for Mew, Dodrio, and Scyther?
Yeah, fair enough, you're right. As well as the new map that we're getting as soon as Mew comes out. Finally, no more Zapdos.
Yeah, let's see how Quake compares.
From what I've been hearing, based on the people that have been playing it in the beta server, apparently they are saying that this is going to shake the meta a lot.
I mean, when you change the rule sets around a bit, then yeah, it does. Noom to you too.
I'm excited. I said this before, but I love weird Pokemon making it into Unite. Rude. Scissor's not that weird. Is Multiversus still going to add animated IPs to the... I imagine so. That's aside from like LeBron James as well as Arya, like that's basically what they have as animated IPs. Just because like WB is going to be doing doing stupid stuff that they already regret, like doesn't mean that WB Games are gonna like cut out all of the animated characters.
Yeah.
You know what's sad? I was thinking about this the other day. I got a feeling that starting this new series with Ben 10 might have actually been a slight mistake. Because this is going to be a very intricate like video to talk about. Because more than likely how I'm going to have to set this up is literally that I'm going to have to explain the alien gimmick first. And then probably what I'm going to end up doing is go over each attack in order. But then once I go over the specific attacks, also go over their side attacks at the same time, and then move on to the next alien.
Yeah.
So we got a first episode that's going to be a bit, like, probably, no pun intended, alienating for some people.
Chat, you chose this.
You did this to me. Like, it might have been a little smarter to start off with a simpler character, but it is what it is. Like I said, in the end, if something goes wrong, I can just blame you guys.
Yeah, you have an instant John.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
It's like, well, why'd you ask your chat then? Shut up.
I was trying to be nice. Actually, that said, so for those who didn't see me tweet about this on Twitter last night, there was actually a character that I didn't even think about being added to Multiversus, but if they were, I would actually super be down. Spinel. Spinel, I think, would be a really fun character to have in this game. Just based on like her entire concept. Because I know a lot of people actually asked for me to like add Spinel to Multiversus, to Smash, which I don't think I can do because Spinel has never had a game appearance. But she's very much eligible for a Multiversus moveset, and I think she'd be a ton of fun.
Yep. Give Jake the dog competition and stretchy limbs.
Would they become best friends or bitter enemies? Dylan Watts. Spinel is the character, is like the stretchy pink character from Steven Universe. Like she came in like the first movie, and then we see her again throughout like in certain episodes in future. Hello, Princess Ozma. Gosh, diddly darn it. Wrong layer.
See, BJ, stop drawing! Why? You're on the wrong layer!
Ah! There we go. Okay, fixed. Okay.
And also it seems they're making a Ho-O-V, and this thing looks kind of cracked.
What is Ho-Oh?
So, the ability is Rebirth Flames. Once during your turn, if this card is in your discard pile, you may put this card onto your bench. If you do, attach up to 4 basic energy cards from your discard pile to this Pokemon. If you use this ability, your turn ends. And then for its attack is 4 colorless energy, Rainbow Burn, 100 plus damage. This attack does 30 more damage for each type of basic energy attached to this Pokemon.
Interesting.
So at most, it can do 210 damage. And you can get this set up in 1 turn.
It would be fun if they include Harry Potter. I mean, good on you, but like, I'd kind of make me a little uncomfortable just because of the whole J.K. Rowling stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I know people try to say try to like disassociate like artist from the art, but like that's super hard for me to do, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I occasionally do in some instances where it's like, you know, I like the work, but the person behind it's like, nah, I don't like what you did. As someone who is a fan of Rurouni Kenshin, despite the writer being a piece of garbage. And that's putting it nicely.
It be what it be, I guess.
Yeah. Does WB own Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
I couldn't tell you.
I can always look that up.
Willy Wonka?
Willy Wonka.
The tax are all just him.
It was distributed by Warner Brothers.
Oh, well, there you go. Like, that counts for something, right?
Yep, I think it does.
You don't know what happened in regards to J.K. Rowling? She's just a huge transphobe.
Yeah.
Like. And I do not appreciate bigotry anywhere near me. If you are bigoted, I will make fun of you.
Yeah. You will also be banned.
Yeah.
Like frame 1.
And then I will make fun of you. Okay. There we go. Fix these little... How's it looking so far, guys?
May I join the making of fun? Yes, you are all allowed to make fun of transphobes.
Yeah, or phobes in general. Well, the bigoted phobes, I should probably clarify.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of rude to make fun of someone that's fun of arachnophobes or hydrophobes or things like that.
Yeah. I love how there was an episode of Kirby right back at you with an evil J.K. Rowling. See, Kirby knows.
Well, it was a fake J.K. Rowling was the context of that. Yeah. Like, it wasn't actually like the J.K. Rowling character that they brought in. I guess I think Nightmare Enterprises created like an evil version of it of her.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just one of those things that didn't quite age that well, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay. Brandon,
Hey, Brandon.
why aren't you in this call? How dare you?
JK, roll her down the stairs.
Oof.
What about the arachnophobes? I'm an arachnophobe. No, we don't make fun of you.
No, just the bigoted phobes.
Yeah.
No, we make fun of them all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Oop. I missed a spot. His toe. There we go.
Not the toes.
Okay. Add the stripes, and then I'll add the ice breath, and then this one should be good. Bored? Make fun of transphobes. Exactly.
Yeah. My favorite pastime.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, actually, I kind of... Dang it. Okay, we'll do that again then. I gotta bring this closer so I can actually see where the markings are, so I can get close and precise, even though I shouldn't be doing that, but whatever. Let me just do this.
Did you know Seth MacFarlane got his start with Johnny Bravo?
I knew that.
Yeah. Oh goodness, Johnny Bravo could actually make it in the Multiversus too, now that I think about it.
Yeah. I'd be perfectly fine if they made the character terrible on purpose.
Fair enough.
Like, yeah, make him the joke character.
Either that or like his best moves are the ones where he's not where like he like messes up.
Yeah. Do the monkey with me.
Oh goodness. Honestly, I'd kind of want to see Johnny Bravo in just to hear the dialogue that he would have with a lot of the female characters and how they respond to him. Terrible. Like actually terrible. Okay, let's see.
They just roast him the entire game.
Yeah, really. I mean, if Velma's anything to go by, she's already sitting there roasting Shaggy. Like, what the heck? Take a shower, Shaggy. It's like, Velma, what's gotten into you?
I mean, yeah, they could just be based on the Mystery Incorporated Velma, where she was, like, super sassy.
Probably. I didn't really watch that show, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it was really good.
Didn't, like, Shaggy and Velma become a couple in that show, though?
Kinda, sort of. They eventually broke up because, I kid you not, there started being this very weird love triangle between Shaggy, Velma, and Scooby.
I'm just gonna stop right there. I don't think I want. I don't want to know. I'm good. I'm okay. There's just some things in life that you don't really need to, that you don't need. To quote the famous Mrs. Puff, "Don't ask questions you aren't prepared to hear the answers to."
Stop it, Shaggy. I'm not stupid. Are you cheating on me?
No, I think I'm okay. Anyway,
That was the Scooby-Doo show that had him be the spawn of an eldritch god, right? I think, cause I know Mystery Incorporated was... I know that it took a bit more of a darker tone compared to the original.
How do you get darker than what the original normally already was?
Implied off-screen deaths.
Fair enough, I guess.
Why is it Scooby and Multiversus? That's a good question.
Because Scooby was smart. He doesn't want any part of that. He doesn't want to get punched in the face.
Zombie Island was way more darker. Yeah, and you know what? That was also my favorite of the movies.
Didn't they try retconning that movie or something like that?
Yeah, and that movie was bad.
What movie was it that tried retconning Zombie Island?
Return to Zombie Island.
There was a Return. When did that come out?
Some time later, and it was bad.
We don't mention the live action movies. Well, I actually thought the live action one that went straight to Cartoon Network was pretty good. Where the gang was still in high school.
Yeah.
Like that one I thought was actually okay. I do remember watching the first live action one where Scrappy was the villain. I don't actually remember much about that movie, but there's probably a reason for that. So
yeah, it wasn't great.
Though actually, I will admit, I do actually remember hating Zombie Island for a while when I was a kid. Because I was a huge coward when I was a kid. I could not handle watching anything even remotely scary. Or even if scary, quote unquote. If it was horror themed, I still couldn't handle it. And And I remember watching a lot of Scooby-Doo because I always knew, oh, the monsters are never real; they're just guys in costumes. So that's that's what always help me be able to sit through them because I always knew, okay, there's no real danger. They're just people in costumes. Then Zombie Island came out, showed real zombies, which to this day still probably one of my most freaked out like horror monsters. And I hated Scooby-Doo for a while because of that. I was like, you betrayed me.
Yeah.
You were supposed to be the not scary one. Then years later, when I finally grew a pair, I went back and watched it, and I was like, oh, actually, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Had a crush on the Hex girls when I was small. I feel like a lot of people did.
Yeah.
Like I know I didn't because I actually can't remember if I had any like fictional crushes at all. Like I don't think I did. Because I can't for the life of me remember if I did or not. But even still, I know there are a ton of characters out there that were like the de facto like fictional crushes for a lot, like the sexual awakenings for a lot of people, I should say.
Yeah.
I know like Teen Titans was a big one for a lot of people, like Starfire or Raven.
Yeah.
Me bothers me. I like Cyborg. Not realizing what they mean.
Who cares about Scooby-Doo? I want Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Courage! Okay, real talk. Actually, you know what? I partially lied. Actually. There was, I think, because Courage was another show that I watched a lot of when I was a kid. That show was my jam. And that show was terrifying in a lot of aspects. But for some reason, I was still just able to watch it. I don't know why. I was like one of the few horror-themed shows that I was actually able to sit through and enjoy without getting scared. Though, I do remember one episode to this day that still freaked the hell out of me. That I think to this day still freaks me out. The Return to Slab deal.
Yeah. King Ramses.
Yeah, that episode was on another level. Like,
Return the slab.
that episode messed me up when I was a kid. I still watched Courage, but needless to say, if that episode ever came on, I would turn the TV off. Switch to Nickelodeon.
Like, nope.
Switch to Nickelodeon or something.
No, you see, it would be funny is that it's like, that episode comes out, it's like, no, let's go to Nickelodeon. Then it shows the Ashley slasher. Ah!
I actually remember that episode didn't even freak me out that much either when I was a kid, come to think of it. Yeah, I can't immediately think of any Nickelodeon shows that freaked me out at all when I was a kid.
For me, it was the "You're not perfect" scene. Oh, Jesus.
Remind me, what was that? What was the context of that?
So the episode was that Courage was being forced to basically endure an abusive teacher that was trying to make him be perfect. And then Courage, while in the middle of sleeping, ended up having like this horrific image in his head of like this super deformed creature that just looks at him and goes, "You're not perfect."
I don't remember that, actually. Interesting. Yeah, like that. I might have never seen that episode. I do not remember that.
Yeah, I'll need to see if I can find it. Okay, yeah, I found an image of him.
Maybe if I see it, I'll remember it. Let me see.
Yep. That thing.
No, I don't remember that whatsoever. I might have never. I either might have never seen that episode, or maybe I did see it, got traumatized, and blocked it out. I don't remember it. It is freaky looking, but like I don't. Yeah, I don't remember it.
But anyway, it was then followed by a barracuda that gave Courage very inspiring words.
What a nice barracuda.
Yeah.
Also, why was it... Oh, wait, you know what? I'm gonna take a wild guess. Just because of how well I know the show. Did the barracuda show up in his bathtub?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why I knew that. I don't know what I do not know the episode you're talking about, but for some reason I knew that's exactly where the thing was gonna end up.
Yeah. Like, there's no such thing as perfect. You're beautiful as you are, Courage.
Aw.
Even with your imperfections, you can do anything.
Courage was like ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like an episode like that was literally about like lesbian animals or something like that?
Yes, it was also about an abusive relationship.
Yeah. Again, Courage was very much ahead of its time. Like,
Yep.
I still need to watch that recent movie with like the Courage Scooby-Doo crossover. I haven't seen that yet. I need to though.
I haven't seen it either.
I need to see that. My thoughts on Pico from Pico School for Framemakers. I don't know what Framemakers is, but I do not like Pico, so couldn't tell you. Like, there's a reason why Pico is banned from getting any movesets on this channel.
Yeah.
Again, I probably should not be getting this intricate with the details on the design of this character here, because it's going to make these doodles take longer than they should, but I guess it is what it is. Already this far in. But I guess, yeah, like, for those who have seen it, how was that crossover movie? The Scooby-Doo Courage movie? How was that? Enjoyed it. From what I heard, it's not as scary as the show. I mean, it doesn't need to be scary per se, as long as it's still enjoyable.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the thing, too, with Scooby-Doo is, like, you know, despite, you know, us talking about Zombie Island, its aim was never to be scary.
Well, neither was Courage, honestly. Courage was more funny than it was scary. Like, yeah, both had their scary episodes, but they were horror-themed comedies are what they really were.
Yeah.
Like, for every like scary episode of Courage that you bring up, I can probably, assuming I can actually remember them, I can mention probably 5 episodes that actually weren't even that scary.
Yeah. Nope, not getting out of this chair.
Gotta say, I appreciate Eustace a lot more than I did when I was a kid. Just for how funnily relatable he was. Like, Eustace gives like a lot of the same vibes as like Squidward, where it's like you don't really like him when you're a kid, but as you get older, you're like, yeah, I get it. Like,
Yeah.
you refused to watch Monsters Inc. when you were a kid because you thought it would be scary. Yeah, that's another one of those like general like themes that, for the most part, are supposed to be horror related, but really aren't in the context of the movie. Is Pico banned because of his offensive and bloody origin? Not even the bloody origin. It's the fact that his games are about school shootings, and I don't care that Pico himself has never actually participated in the shootings. It's just not something I want to touch. Like that has nowhere on this channel at all. Like that's just something that just didn't age well, or was never going to age well, I should say.
Yeah.
Because that is just not a good topic. I need to fix this wing. Hold on. Let me do this.
Here's an idea. How about we try and figure out some of the voice lines Ben could have?
I'd rather not. Because that's just getting into details that, like, I just do not have the patience to try to figure out totally. Nor do I understand the character enough to be able to do. Like, I know, I'm sure people in the chat do, but, like, I'd still just rather not. Let's just focus on the actual movesets for now.
Yeah.
That looks better. Okay. Alright, now let's just add the Ice Blast. I need to see what that looks like again. Okay. It's doing this again, is it? There we go. Do I like Sphiel? I'm indifferent to Sphiel. I know our friend Danny loves the Sphiel line, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's like one of her,
Sphiel is round in friend shape.
That's like one of her tops. But as for me, no, I've always been indifferent to the Sphiel line. What about Hank from Madness Combat? I mean, as far as I'm aware, that series is fine, just so long as, again, that doesn't have anything in it that is outright considered like as bad as like school shootings or the like. Oops. Don't need to do that. There we go. Okay. Do I consider Jubez offensive? I don't know what Jubez is. I've never heard of Jubez. Like, do you mean Jesus? Or is there actually a character named Jubez? Because, like, if you're talking about Jesus specifically,
yeah, I think they meant to say Jesus.
okay,
That might have been
if
a
you're
typo.
talking about Jesus specifically, I don't find Jesus offensive. I don't find Christianity, like, I don't find the general idea of Christianity offensive at all. But I'd still rather not touch that simply for, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? I hate it when I lose my train of thought here. Simply for Brian, help me out. Like,
Well, it's mostly because we're told of a very important lesson throughout our lives that there are two things that you never discuss with people: religion and politics.
Yeah.
And the main reason being is because it often stirs up conversations between people, and oftentimes some of these people are not very good at being civil within their conversation.
yeah. Though that's not really the reason why I'm probably not going to ever do like religious icons like Jesus or the like. It's mostly a sign of respect, I'd say. Like I don't think it'd be very respectful if I did those kinds of characters to the religion they're based on. And and that doesn't just go for Jesus, that goes for other religions too. Cuz I myself am atheist, but like for the most part, I may not necessarily believe in a god, but I believe in the idea that people very much, you know, I believe in the concept, I should say. Like, what's the best way for me to put this? I believe in what it does. Like, because, yes, religion has done a lot of evil in the world, like, depending on the religion or whatever, but there's also a lot of times where religion has done good for people. And that's what I believe in, that part of the religion. Even if I myself don't really, like, you know, practice it or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, I guess they're saying that in Madness Combat, there's a character named Jeebus who is a parody of Jesus.
Okay, well, regardless. Alright, that's probably good enough right there. Okay. And what's left is to add this. There we go. All right, how's that look, guys? In terms of the grounded up special for Big Chill. All right. Cool. Like Big Chill. I'll go ahead and save this. Alright, so this is the Ben SP up ground. Okay. Alright. But we're not done with Big Chill just yet. We still gotta do the up special version of that. So more Big Chill drawing. Yay. Alright, this version though has him flying in the air. So let me see here. Close that. So turns intangible and flies upward at set distance. During the brief moment while intangible, he becomes immune to all attacks, acting as another dodge. If he passes through an opponent while intangible, the stacks of ice, a stack of ice is applied to them. If it passes through a projectile, it freezes it. Alright, so I know there are probably lots of points in the show that show Big Chill becoming intangible, and as he flies through things, he freezes stuff. I'm still gonna go ahead and draw this because this is still a very specific pose that he's doing. So, but this one shouldn't be as hard. Though actually, if I can find a better reference than this, that might make things a little bit easier. Let me see. I do need to see, though, exactly what he looks like while intangible, though. Actually, based on this image, this is the only image on the site, anyway, that I can find that shows his body intangible. Yeah, I'll look again. Let me see. He's like a so based on this picture of just his hand, so is it literally like you see, like, in terms of like the audience, like you see his shape, but that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. So that should actually make things really easy then. But still, hold on. Ben 10 Big Chill. Intangible. Oh, here we go. Okay, is this it? Is this assuming this is real? Is this it right here, guys? Because if so, this is gonna be really easy. Like, literally, all I gotta do is draw a shape.
Yes, that is it.
Cool. All right. This actually shouldn't take too much time at all, then. In fact, literally, I don't even need to use the... Well, okay. Actually, no, hold on. I need to back up here. I can't be skipping steps. I still gotta draw the sketch. When will Disney make a Smash game? I don't know. Assuming they do or not. How should I pose his arms in terms of... Because he's literally just flying up in this case. So should his arms be at his side like this? Or should I have him like outstretched? Something more like this? Because if he's just flying up, like how should I pose his arms, guys? When did Breaking Bad become a meme? The real question is, what hasn't become a meme at this point? Outstretched, like he is ascending. Well, I mean, that doesn't really help me. T-pose for dominance. Actually, I could do this. Like have him do like this number here. Like, how does that look, guys? Like, if I have his arms, like, do like this, with, like, his claws going up. Something like that. What's the movie again? This is the Up special. So literally, he's literally just flying upward while intangible. Just like the bottom pick, his claws going up looks weird. Well, in this case, he's not ascending here. It looks like he's like aiming down. In this case, he's actually ascending. Wouldn't it make more sense if his arms are going? Well, I guess it depends on how we want to do it. Like, do we want him to do it where, like, as he flies up, like his arms are at his side? Or do we want him, like, reaching up like this as he ascends? Like he's, like, reaching for something above him. Would he have no hurt box while he's see-through? No, he would. If he passes through an opponent while he's like this, they would, he would, like, add ice stacks to them. Do a pull? Probably should do a pull, honestly. Alright, pull time.
And it began.
Alright, guys. You decide. While you do that, I'll start working on his wings. Okay. Right now, most people are saying to his sides. It's only 19 viewers, though. That's just how it be. Like, we build these movesets based on people that are actually present to want to help build them. Which is why I can't wait to see all the people in the comment section when this video comes out. They're like, you should have done it like this. Then I'll be like, well, then you should have been at the streams. Loser.
You had one chance, and you missed it.
These streams, for the most part, are a little bit barren. I am hoping at the very least, like, once I start actually posting these videos and try to clarify best I can that that these are community-based, then when we do more in the future, hopefully, more people will be willing to join. I got a feeling, though, for the most part, people are still gonna kind of not care to join after a point, because they either don't care about the actual work process part of it. Either that, or we choose to do a character that they themselves don't care about. Because I know, like, this first stream that we did, there was a lot of people here. But I know, like, once we decided on Ben 10, it kind of dropped off a tad bit. Because and those are probably people that just didn't care about Ben 10. So that's just how it be. Is Puff Puff from I don't know YFM. No acronyms. I know my name is literally an acronym, but I don't like acronyms. Just type out the whole word, or otherwise I assume you don't care enough. Like, not everyone's gonna know what your acronym means, guys. All right, to his sides it is then.
Your favorite Martian.
Ah, gotcha. I don't know who Puff Puff is. Also, your favorite Martian has never had a video game. And I don't think that's a part of WB, so can't help you there. And they certainly aren't Pokemon, so I'm not quite sure what you're referring to to be getting a moveset for. When am I gonna make a Fred Flintstone moveset? When you, Wilson, not Milson, specifically gives me $1 million. You have to give it to me specifically.
I take it you don't like the Flintstones.
I've always been indifferent to them. But the Flintstones also, I kind of found as always like a very taste-based show.
Yeah.
You only have 30? Well, that's not enough. Dedicate. How much do you truly love Fred Flintstone? Prove your love for Fred Flintstone by giving this random YouTuber $1 million. That's how you prove your love, right? With money. I'm joking, of course. That's terrible. You could give that to WB and they'd add him, but then you wouldn't get a moveset video from me specifically.
Then they just officially add them in the game.
Yeah, then who wins there, huh?
WB do, because they still get money.
Dang it. Thoughts on Scott the Woz? I do not watch him, so I have no thoughts. Also, asking if I had thoughts implies that I think. Thoughts on Huckleberry Hound? I have not even heard about that show for a long time.
Yeah.
I barely remember it. I probably watched it in passing when I was a kid, but I remember like nothing about that show. Simpsons moveset real? Honestly, Simpson... Actually, oh my goodness, I forget. Is Simpsons WB or Fox?
It's Fox.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I was about to say, like, I thought for a second, like, actually, why isn't Homer Simpson already in Multiversus? But that's why. Wrong company. Yeah, you're right. Actually, technically, yeah. Simpsons is actually more likely to get into that Disney platform fighter now. Whenever that happens.
So, yeah, it's like your daily reminder that Disney owns Fox.
Isn't what a side scroller? I'm sorry, I probably missed the context of your conversation. Yeah, code. Oh, okay. Real talk. If they're gonna add any Codename Kids Next Door character, just give us number 5. That's all we need. Number 5 was actually the best character in that show. Oh, either that or Father. Father would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I just want to hear Father screaming at people in pure salt. I wonder if DreamWorks will do a Smash spinoff if Disney does want. I mean, they already did. It's called Shrek Super Slam.
Wait, what? That's DreamWorks, though. Like, what was the question?
Yeah, I wonder if DreamWorks will do a Smash spinoff if Disney does one. I said, yeah, it's called Shrek Super Slam.
Oh, yeah, you're right. There you go. DreamWorks has done quite a bit of of their own crossover stuff too. So
add Plank from Ed and Eddie.
give us Jimmy.
Yeah.
Make Jimmy fight.
Sumo Jimmy.
Actually, no. Hold up. I'm a fool. Rolf. Put Rolf in the game.
Yes.
Rolf would be hilarious.
Life has many doors, Bat Boy.
You guys taking notes here in the chat? This is content for future moveset streams, guys.
Rolf had some of the best roasts in the entire show.
Not even that. We know he can fight too. That's the funny part. Yeah. We have seen him. We have seen him beat people down.
No, if he had a rapid jab, it has to be the almighty 3 shoe beating.
Oh no, his giant hammer. The giant hammer on his head.
The hat of discipline. Do you live in a cave? All is forgiven.
No, Rolf needs to be in this game.
Your garden is overgrown and your cucumbers are soft. Grim from the Grave Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Yo, I would be down with that.
I would be too. Though honestly, I think I prefer to see Mandy.
Yeah.
Because Mandy would just be funny.
Yes. And funny thing is, there is a Billy and Mandy video game.
Yeah, there are. No, wait a minute. Haas Delgado.
Yes!
Thank you, Wildling. Yes, I will be making a Ben 10 moveset video. As soon as we finish everything that we need to do during these streams.
Actually, what's funny though, BJ, is that if they add Haas Delgado, the best part is Batman Brave and the Bold. Batman was voiced by Haas Delgado.
Ha! That's funny. There we go. Coop from Megas XLR. See, that one would be weird because Coop himself doesn't fight. The Megas does. So
Yeah.
so it'd have to be the Megas, and they'd have to like give it the same treatment as the Iron Giant.
Iron Giant versus Megas.
Okay, but real talk, I'd pay money to see that though.
Same.
I'd pay real money to see that.
Yeah.
Uncle Grandpa. Honestly, as much as I feel bad about what happened to its show being a part of the WB purge, I never really cared for that show myself. Like I couldn't get into it. Like I think the most amount of enjoyment that I got out of Uncle Grandpa was when it showed up in for that Steven Universe cameo.
Don't worry, this isn't canon. This is though.
Our ship! No!
And what's even more hilarious is the fact that the ship actually never sailed in the end.
Uncle Grandpa, no!
They actually never did get like Lars and Sadie actually never did get together. Like by Steven Universe Future, like Sadie found herself a different partner. So that was probably just like their joke saying, yeah, they're not actually gonna get together ever.
I always laugh when shows do that, where they're like, they're never getting together, stop it.
Looking at you, Ochago Bakugo shippers.
Yeah. Well, because we've been in our binge group, we've been watching Lego Monkey Kid, and we recently got into an episode where MK was trapped in like this fake world that was created by the Gold and Silver Demons, and they tried to convince MK that he wasn't trapped in a dimension. One of those instances was they thought that May and MK were a thing, and they were trying to set a romantic date with each other, and it just quickly cuts to going like, no, they're just friends, they're not a couple, don't make them think they're a couple. Then it switches back to the dimension world. It's like, I love you as a friend, MK.
Well then. Funny enough, Uncle Grandpa's getting a new cult following after the purge. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like people don't really realize what they have until it's gone, or if it's never continuing. That's just how it be. Powerpuff Girls would also be sick. Though if I were to pick a character from Powerpuff Girls that I'd want, I wouldn't even want any of the girls. I'd want him.
Yes.
Him was great.
And then you have Mojo, where like all of his mockings to other characters are like 2 minutes long.
Yeah. Though I guess if I were to pick a Powerpuff Girl specifically, if we had to get one, I'd say Buttercup.
Yeah.
And no, I don't think they should be. I don't think they should be together as one character. If they can have Rick and Morty as two separate characters, they can do the same for the girls.
Yes.
I feel like they're all different enough to be able to each get their own to get their own movesets. Alternate costumes. See, that'd be hard because unless they just chose to have each of the girls like, because if they made them alternate costumes, then they wouldn't be able to delve into their individual powers. Because I know, like, Blossom has, like, the ice breath, but she's the only one that has that. And then I can't recall if Bubbles or Buttercup had their own powers aside that the other two didn't have.
Bubbles could speak Spanish.
Yeah, but okay, but...
And Buttercup could curl her tongue, and that was it.
So, wow. Main character privilege, I guess.
Yeah, Blossom is privileged.
Oh, that's right. Bubbles had the super scream. I forgot about that. There we go. You think Chowder can be the Kirby? I never liked Chowder either. But even then, like, I'm curious, how would Chowder be like Kirby?
Because he eats everything.
Is that it though? Cause that's, I mean, there's lots, like Yoshi eats a lot of things too. Dedede eats a lot. Wario eats a lot. Why Kirby specifically? There we go. Oh, I guess his things here are actually just filled in. See, okay. I'd actually get kind of salty if they added a Schnitzel, because I tend to gravitate towards the rock-based characters, because I love, like, the rock theme. and Schnitzel is a rock monster, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
But I just did not like Chowder. And it's like, if they're gonna go and add like a rock character and they make it Schnitzel, I'll just be like, dang it.
You mean I get to main 2 rock people?
It took me a second to get what you were talking about. Well, I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, the crystal gems are rocks, aren't they? And I guess Steven is half rock.
Yeah.
Even though I really don't play Steven in Multiversus. I tried, but like, I don't know. I really can't get behind his play style. Still love Garnet, even though her hitboxes are super jank right now. Like, I swear, there's more often than not that I can count where I'm playing as Garnet. She'll punch something, and her fist touches the model of the opponent, but then nothing happens. Either that, or she just gets beat out because she's like her frame data is kind of bad. Okay. How's that look, guys? Shoulders are too weak, to be honest. Fair. Let me see. Partially because his arms are down like that, but even then, they're down here, too, and it's like, yeah, I can add a little more pronunciation to his arms, to his shoulders.
KO would be the Ryu of Multiverses. Pokemon was on Cartoon Network. True.
For a bit it was there, yeah.
And WB.
That looked a little better.
Yeah. Who do you think will be a better villain, Dr. Doom or Kang? Doom.
Wait, Dr. Doom or who?
Kang.
Kang?
Kang. He was a time traveling villain.
Okay, the very fact that I've never heard of this guy, I think just says that Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
Okay. What I need to do now is add some effects. Way smaller effects.
Yeah, this is Kang.
Oh yeah, him, who I only know from that game.
Yeah.
I forgot about that guy. I'm going to make the assumption that these sparkly, like, ice effects usually don't appear whenever he flies around. But I'm doing this for the sake of just showing off that it's cold. And here, I can actually add a little bit to that too. Just really give off the idea that this guy is cold. A little bit. One last touch. Gotta add the effect that shows that his entire body is a hurt box while he's like this, technically. All right. What?
I just saw a clip of somebody who found an outbreak of a Hisuian Growlithe. A shiny one appeared, but then another Growlithe tackled them off a cliff.
Oh no!
Don't worry, shiny brother, I'll protect you!
Alrighty. How does this look, guys? Needs to be T-posing. You got outvoted there, sorry. He looks a little short. Yeah, I see it. Actually, his legs are kind of scrawny. I can fix that real quick. Let me see. That's actually kind of that might be an easy fix. Let me see. I have to adjust his feet a little bit if I do this, but let me see if I can do this. Yeah, I'll have to just redo his feet. Actually, hold on. That looks a tad better. There we go. All right, how's that look?
Alright, see ya. I'm gonna see ya, Princess Ozma.
Enlarge the wings. I see what you mean, but I think in this case they're fine. All right. Go ahead and save this one.
Idea flapjack.
How about no? Alright, so Big Chill is done. Well, for now anyway, up until we get to the side attacks. The side attacks are gonna take up a lot of time. Like, no joke. Alright. Upgrade. So this is gonna be an interesting one. I think for this one we are gonna have to do probably 4 drawings. But luckily, Upgrade himself is actually a very simple character. It's the line work on him that's the most complicated, and even that shouldn't be that bad, so. Alright, so first thing we'll do, we'll start with the ground version of the special. Expands his gelatinous body forwards in an attempt to wrap himself around a player. Okay. So that's actually, yeah, so this is actually going to be pretty simple. So I need to make get the shape in my head, like. So if he's like doing this number, so like if his head's like right here. That's honestly kind of just the shape right there. So then it's like to kind of form it with the line works. Here we go. Okay, we'll stick his Omnitrix. Right here. Okay. And then we need to get his color shapes in. So I'm kind of imagining kind of like this. So like, start like that. Goes about to here. Dips down. That way. Have I watched Total Drama Island? I've watched bits and pieces of it. I never really like super got into it. Like if it was on, I'd watch it, but that was about it. I never watched every single episode, and I never bothered with any of the spin-off shows after that.
I used to watch it a lot, but then I stopped after a while, and whenever I go back to it, I'm like, oh, this is why I stopped watching it. It wasn't really great.
Hmm. There we go.
You're also going to want consistency with the Omnitrix badge on the aliens because it's black and white and classic while being black and green with the rest of the series. Says Luminant Lion.
I'm not worried about that for these doodles, but I get what you mean. Okay. Alright, so let's just add the line work now. Like I'm not even gonna try to attempt to be that consistent with these with the line work here on the on its body, if only because he's gelatinating anyway. So that's right now. This is just kind of whatever. Like I'm making it as close as I can, but like I'm not worried about if it's like that off. I need to see his back, though. Hold on. Assuming there is an image of his back.
You figure there should at least be a reference sheet for that.
Oh, got one. That works. Just so I have a general idea. Okay. This is kind of weird, just because of how distorted his body is here. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get this line work proper. So. Most I can do is just add a good amount. Get the idea across. Alright, that should do. Okay. Super Mario Kart turns 30 today? Is that game actually older than I am? That's crazy. Alright, there we go. That's the first doodle for upgrade. Just to get the general point across to start off with. Now, ideally, there should be like a character like right in this area that he's trying to grab. Funny how you want to start off simple for this series, but we chose the most complex character. It is what it is. Like I said, anything goes wrong, I can just blame you guys for it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna keep this here because I need it as the next reference. Because the next picture we're gonna do. The next doodle that has to be done is what happens after we grab somebody. Or specifically an enemy, I should make note. Let me look at this, see if there's any good references of what it looks like if he is covering somebody up, I should say. Oh, well, actually, let me go ahead and grab this one now, because I know I'm gonna need it. There we go. Just shove that right in the corner for now. I think Upgrade's first appearance was with the baseball launcher. I don't know what that is. Well, I know what a baseball launcher is, but you know, I'm gonna just stop talking.
But if you stop talking, then what's gonna make for the stream content?
You know what? You stop talking first. How dare you point out my inconsistencies? I thought we were friends.
Hey, listen. You call us out in Unite, we call you out on your streams.
Fair.
Here, speaking of which, I gotta get my daily AOS gems.
Okay, let me see what I can do with this. Alright, hold on. I'm making this harder on myself than I should. There we go. Should put this on a different layer, but whatever. It's just a sketch. Okay. Then just literally go over this with the line arts.
Also, BJ, recently I got Vileplume boost emblems.
Hey. I'm still missing B-Drill.
I got B-Drill.
I hate you. I thought we were friends. Okay. I think for this, honestly, all I need to do is just plop. And then just show a bunch of the green like lines going around it. Cuz this is literally what it looks like when he like covers an enemy up specifically. Like the line work's gonna look weird, but again, this is him literally just like morphing his body around, and like it's somewhat implied that you know there's somebody like inside of him struggling.
Oh, Unite apparently has a discount sale going on. Unite licenses for the Pokemon used by the World Championship champion team at a reduced cost, and their hollowware.
Hmm. Hey, Mark Frey, welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, that should do for this.
Man, Sacred Style Blissey looks actually a bit more affordable.
Don't fall for it.
I have 3,000 gems just from the subscription.
Okay. Oh, Mark, thank you for upgrading. I really appreciate that.
Hey.
Alrighty, next up. Also, I don't hear the alert thing. Is it not working? Come to think of it, I haven't heard the alert thing once this entire stream. That's not good. I have it on.
Stream. What are you doing?
Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Hold on.
Oh, also, BJ, apparently they recently released codes where you can get Ash's Dragonite into Sword and Shield.
I saw that. I don't need his Dragonite.
Yeah. And apparently it's Ash's Dragonite is confirmed female.
Is it just really quiet? Or am I crazy? Hold on. Yeah, it's quiet. That's interesting. And I guess as long as you guys are hearing them, I guess it's okay. That one I can hear just fine. Oh, okay. I mean, they seem to be working on my end. I don't know why they're not. I don't know why why YouTube isn't like showing them proper. Oh well. Anyway, guess back to what we were doing. Oh, you have been hearing them. Okay. It might have just been too low on my end. Then where I just couldn't hear it. All right, whatever. As long as you guys can hear them, I guess that's fine. All right, so next image I want to draw here is this gliding thing that he's doing. I need to find a good shape for this. I don't think I've ever actually drawn this kind of shape before, like someone turning their entire body into a glider.
Yeah.
Or gliders in general, actually, now that I think about it. So,
They just like one big wiggly square.
yep, so good new experience for me here, I guess. Why was Rain Dog created? Well, it was just an OC of one of the developers, and they wanted to put it in. It's their game; they can do what they want.
Yeah.
And it's actually not going to be the last, I believe. I think some leaks have shown that they do plan on adding more OC characters.
And I think another reason, they probably just wanted to add another support character, because without Rain Dog, there'd only be 2 of them.
Fair. Then again, we currently only have 2 mages. I think Rick's going to be a mage, but, like, regardless. What have I thought of Season 9 of Death Battle so far? And I've been watching them. I don't immediately remember any that stand out. Who would win between John Wick and James Bond? Well, John Wick, obviously, because he has the power of loving dogs behind him.
Yes.
Nothing is more powerful than the love for your dog. Okay, there we go. Who would win, Donald or Daffy? I don't know. No clue on that one.
I'd say Donald, because he's actually had training.
Okay, but Daffy's a Looney Tune though. Like, you know what they go through. Fairly certain most of anything that Donald even throws at the guy, I don't think would even faze Daffy.
I mean, I could also say the same thing for Donald. And also, let's not forget, he can use Giga Flare.
And then he dies immediately afterward, though.
Worth it.
Well, they make Sid the slot. I don't know who that is, first off. And second off, if they get enough, assuming they're a video game character, if they get enough requests. Like, remember, that's always my response, guys, whenever you ask if a certain character will get a moveset. When and if they get enough requests. And how do you know when they have enough requests? Is when they have more requests than majority of the rest of the list.
Rest in peace, Zata's gone but not forgiven.
Yeah, literally. There we go. Alright, so this is what happens when you use the down special in the air specifically. You glide. And then one more image for him. And now here's where the next question comes in now. So the last image is him covering an ally specifically. So we're effectively drawing the ally, but covered in upgrades goo. So what ally are we covering up?
Garnet.
Garnet? Don't tempt me. Morty? Shaggy? Honestly, you know what? I probably should be Shaggy. Bugs. Rain Dog, Shaggy, LeBron, Rain Dog, Batman.
Rain Dog is the mascot. No, let's be real here. Shaggy's the mascot.
Yeah, Shaggy's the mascot, honestly.
Yeah, literally the reason the game exists is because Shaggy.
Yeah, we gotta do Shaggy. Alright. So let me do this then.
The guy who you use for the Smash moveset video.
Alright, here's what I'm gonna do.
What if, as a joke, they added Greedent to Multiverse? I think BJ would just quit.
I would just quit. Perfect. Okay. So literally what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trace this image of Shaggy, but then color it with the upgrade stuff.
Yeah.
The upgrade goo. So yes, I'm tracing. I'm a dirty tracer, guys. I don't know who Sid the Sloth is.
Ice Age.
Oh yeah, that guy. Well, no. I'm doing a character that's already in the game. How many requests does Greedent have for First Smash Moveset video? I don't know. I haven't been keeping track of those. I ignore the Greedent. I ignore the Greedent requests.
It's like, I've been requesting Greedent for 2 weeks, so good for you. I've been ignoring you for 2 weeks.
Yeah. What in the world? Oh. Explains that. Thing is, even if you've been requesting for Greedent for 2 weeks, it still only counts as one request. Well, no, not in this case. In this case, requesting for Greedent counts as a -1 request.
Don't forget Shaggy's chin hair. Will we even see Shaggy's chin hair if he's covered?
No, because I'm not even bothering to draw his mouth and eyes and such, because I imagine all of that would be covered by the goo.
Yeah.
The Ben goo.
How can you been doing Overwatch streams and why is your main tracer? He hasn't.
I think he's trying to make a joke.
Actually, BJ's like, I like to imagine it's like, yeah, if you request for Greedent, that's gonna count as a -1 request. I don't make the rules. Yes, you do. All right, I do. It's still -1 request.
Yeah. Look, I can't help it if Greedent is literally one of the worst Pokemon ever, so...
Man, of all the Pokemon to give a V card, I can't believe they gave one to Greedent. And a V Max or one of its attacks is called Max Gimme Gimme.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. And turn a profit. It's like, oh man, looks like I'm gonna pull a V card. I wonder who's gonna be. Greedent.
There we go. Oop. Dropped my pen. Alright, that's the shaggy outline. So now, we color it with upgrade goo.
Nick Davis asks, why do you hate Greedent?
Because it's a bad Pokemon. I hate how it looks. I hate its concept.
It never dies in Unite.
Yeah, I hate it even more because of Unite. It's literally one of the most obnoxious Pokemon to deal with. Just steals all your food and gets away with it every time. Crashes on your couch, doesn't pay rent. Finishes your milk and puts the carton back in the fridge.
They make you a bowl of cereal, they pour the milk first. And the worst part is, they mess with your thermostat.
See, you just can't trust Greedent, guys. Just can't.
Yeah, and TCG players are selling some of these cards for more than $1. They should be for free.
Do this, actually. Make this a little easier on myself.
He changes your Netflix password.
How dare he?
No, BJ. He deletes your Digimon Survive save data.
Okay.
You could have just started your own file. Yeah, but I wanted file number 1, and that was already taken.
Looks up porn on your computer and leaves the tabs open for everyone to see.
He's wanted in 39 states. That's generous. Thanks for reminding me, BJ. When are we getting an Agumon Unite concept fit?
We're not. I know people like to make jokes, but I'm not. Unite's for Pokemon only.
Why is the bread in the fridge to begin with? Greedent! He shows your friends your browser history. Man, we're just coming up with all sorts of crimes that Greedent's committed.
Uses your toothbrush.
Greedent puts the spoon in the microwave. He plays Wii Sports without the safety strap.
Walks around in his underwear even when you have friends over.
And it's actually your underwear, and of course he uses the most embarrassing one. Can someone please explain why Shaggy is covered in upgrade goo? Upgrade can't merge with organic stuff at all. This is a liberty that we're taking, mainly for the moveset gimmick with upgrade.
Yeah, we're just allowing upgrade to be able to just... Because this is a part of the upgrade attack for the down special. So how the move works is that on the ground, he he kind of just like splashes forwards like this. In the air, he glides. But in both instances, if he lands on top of somebody, one of two things happen. If he lands... Let me fix this, actually. Whatever. If he lands on an opponent, this happens, where he traps that opponent inside under himself and, I think, deals damage while also weakening them. Let me double check that. If he hits an opponent, he deals small chip damage while they're trapped inside of his body, and it applies weakened to them. If it hits an ally, he wraps himself around that ally, becoming armor for them at the cost of losing control of Ben until you choose to get off of them. While he rides that ally, they gain a huge buff to power, speed, and defense, and it reduces their cooldowns by half. After he gets off the ally, this move goes on cooldown. So yeah, this is just a liberty that we're taking. We're allowing Upgrade to be able to cover himself up with even organic people, just for the sake of the namesake of the character.
Yeah. Oh, that's a crime. Yeah, Greedent eats pineapple pizza without the ham.
He orders some Papa John's.
I can't believe it, guys. Greedent's racist.
I wouldn't put it past him.
He's racist towards junglers. That's why he steals from them.
Oh my goodness, that makes so much sense now. Alright, that's probably enough. That's Shaggy covered in upgrade goo.
Yeah.
So how's that look, guys? Shaggy and upgrade goo.
Yeah. Like, this is letting me activate at least 1% of my power. And I don't have to do anything.
Greedent buys games on your Steam with your credit card. Alrighty. So that actually does it for all of the attacks that transform Ben into the specific alien. So now we gotta start getting into the side attacks. Time is it? I can keep going for a little bit. Let's see here. So all right. So if you start with the ground side attack, so I guess starting with forearms then, do we ever see forearms doing like rapid jab fist barrages in the show? Folks? He does it in Brawlhalla? He's in Brawlhalla?
Yeah, from the looks of it, there was in fact a crossover.
Huh. Well, I mean, if there was also I think there was also Steven Universe and like Adventure Time crossovers too, so that's not too surprising, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just draw it anyway because I feel like a lot of these I am gonna have to draw anyway, since they're all pretty much attacks. So we kind of just decided to give to the characters.
Yeah.
May as well. Alright, so forearms. Doing rapid punches. Wrong color. Guy has a big torso. Skips leg day.
Yeah.
Greedent doesn't like him subscribe when a YouTuber says to do so in the video. Speaking of which, guys, like and subscribe.
Yes.
Don't be a Greedent.
Yes. Greedent ate my McDonald's chicken nuggets. Greedent killed your Minecraft dog. Hey, John Wick, Greedent killed your dog. What is this Greedent lore I'm hearing? No, we're just listing off Greedent's crimes.
Yeah. The totally real crimes that he's actually done.
Greedent doesn't recycle.
No, actually, even worse. He throws normal trash in the recycle bin.
Actually, I'm curious of something now.
What's that?
I want to see if Greedent can actually learn recycle.
Considering its general movesets, it probably can, actually. Thinking about it.
It can't!
It can't?
No!
Huh.
So, wow, our statement is actually accurate.
Yeah.
Greedent doesn't recycle.
I hate it. I hate everything. I hate all of this. I hate all of you. I hate everything about this.
Greedent thinks Yokai Watch is bad. What's next? Greedent commits tax fraud. Greedent absolutely commits tax fraud. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it really does. It has to. I refuse
No,
to.
see, it pays. See, if they're going to pay taxes, they pay it with your money. They don't pay with their own.
I refuse to believe that Greedent pays taxes.
Greedent jaywalks. Absolutely Greedent jaywalks. Have you not played Unite?
Yeah. That's exclusively what Greedent does. Alright, I think just to keep things going for these up and coming doodles, I am gonna just keep these very simple. Like, get the point across with what they're doing, but like not worry too much about like how they look.
Greedent drinks orange juice after brushing his teeth.
Directly from the carton.
Yep.
Implying Greedent even brushes their teeth. I mean, have you seen them belching?
Not really. Greedent doesn't do personal hygiene.
Yeah. Greedent killed Mufasa.
Oh my goodness. Pulls off a Scar mask.
It's Greedent.
Scar was actually secretly like this upstanding gentleman. Greedent framed him.
Yeah. Greedent, you monster. BJ's next video. What if we listed Greedent's crimes? Greedent pushed Buzz Lightyear out the window. And he gave Monokuma the idea for the Death Games. Oh, so it's him we blame for Danganronpa. Greedent told my cousin Santa isn't real. No, Greedent's the guy who goes up to the mall Santa and rips off the fake beard. As you know, BJ, you know how the My Hero manga went on a 2-week break after it crushed our spirits?
Yeah.
That was Greedent's idea.
Yeah, I figured. Skimps out on the tab.
I bet they were responsible for WB Discovery too.
Probably. Wouldn't put it past him. There we go. Well, I'll at least have the stripe on his head, I guess. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to be like get too detailed with these up and coming drawings. I'm just going to try to keep them simple.
Yeah.
Get the point across.
Mm-hmm. He's also in your walls. Get out of my walls!
Also, he's the one that left that dead piece of meat. Oh, wow. Thank you, Brian. Oh, Brian, Maniac. Welcome back to that. Thank you for the 28 months. You got the Ace Attorney.
Yep. Oh, I just checked my DMs.
What?
Yeah, he said check your DMs. Thanks, Maniac. I hate it.
I hate it too. And thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hate it too.
Greedent hacked BJ's channel and made moveset videos for Mineta, Ash Ketchum, and Thomas the Tank Engine.
I hate everything about this.
I mean, I don't know, BJ. I think the only one of those you'd probably have the bigger issue with is Mineta.
No, just that we're talking about Greedent in general.
Fair enough. You know who's a good Pokemon we should talk about? How about Dunsparce?
Yeah, Dunsparce is great. Oh, you know who else is great? Shuckle.
Yes!
Shuckle is amazing.
Shuckle is good, boy.
Okay. For this, what I'm going to do, to show off the illusion of the rapid punching, literally just throw a bunch of these on the screen.
So, I just saw a clip where there were two DKs fighting each other. One DK gets spiked off the stage, but they managed to jump up and footstooled the DK that spiked them.
That... I love Smash Ultimate.
Dunsparce for Unite, please.
Please.
You know who's also a good boy? That Stonejourner.
I can take that one or leave it.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you, Juan. Greedent was the one in the grassy knoll. Alrighty. So we got the super rapid punches to start off with, but that actually isn't even the end of it because it ends with an uppercut.
Greedent subscribes and unsubscribe from a YouTube channel when they reach 10,000 subs.
Oh my goodness. Greetings to the guy that begs for that begs for gift subs on Twitch.
Greedent started the World of Light. Greedent rips Rainbow Rare Charizard with full intent and no remorse. I get that reference.
Oh no, Malik, we've been roasting Greedent for like the past, what, half hour now?
Yeah, yeah, no, like that ripping Rainbow Charizard, that was still such a tragedy. that is why you could never pay me enough money to ever do a flip it or rip it challenge. Cause that's what happens.
Well, unless the money they pay you is the exact equal amount to how much the Charizard costs. In that case, sure, why not?
You're wondering how much that thing is worth right now. Oh wow, it's $96 now.
Oh wow, that's still a lot. Like,
Yeah, dang, Reshiram Charizard Secret Rare went down.
For Charizard GX, yep, you are still about 132.
Greedent throws trash in the ocean.
Greedent promotes Bitcoin and NFTs.
Oh my goodness. He would though, and then and then like Dude Bro explain why they're so good.
Yes. Greedent opens your soda cans to make them flat.
I mean, I don't drink soda, so okay, but
Yeah.
Greedent prefers Go than the original Teen Titans.
that's what happens when you have trash taste.
Oh way, BJ, speaking of Stone Journey earlier, did I ever tell you about the time where I won a 5v4 double battles on Showdown?
You probably have, but tell it again because I forget.
Okay, so there was a person who I was was wanting my help in building a gimmicky doubles team, and we were trying to build up something, and they came to me with something where it's like, I don't necessarily see how this is going to work exactly, because they were trying to run a gimmicky copycat Espeon set.
Okay.
So what ended up happening is like, okay, since you don't necessarily have a full team and you know exactly what you want for your entire team, how about we just do like a regular like 4v4 double battle, like how they do in VGC and such. They come in with 5 Pokemon.
Okay.
And I end up beating them anyway, with Stonejourner being the MVP, standing against this Shuckle that was contrary Shell Smash, and I use Heavy Slam, and I get a crit to knock it out instantly.
Well then. On the subject, can we just agree that actually most Pokemon have gimmicks regardless? Like, people always I see the toxic Showdown players being like, you're just bringing a gimmicky team. Like, most Pokemon are gimmicky to begin with. Like, actually, believe it or not, Zacian is a gimmick. Intrepid Sword, it is the only Pokemon to have the ability Intrepid Sword. Therefore, by definition, Zacian is a gimmick.
Yeah.
The definition of gimmick is to have something that no one else has.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but, Showdown players, they use gimmick in a different context, which is not entirely accurate.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's a means to cover their salt.
Pretty much. Sadly, yeah. For the most part. But yeah, just think about that one, guys. Like, next time someone calls you gimmicky, just remind them, like, if they're using something that isn't used by anything else, remind them that they themselves are using gimmicks.
Yeah. No, I actually have a better retort to that. It's like, hey, you complain about losing to my gimmick team. How do you lose with Zacian?
Who is also a gimmick.
It's like, that doggo should have carried your team. Greedent delivers a pizza to your door but already ate it.
That implies Greedent had the job to begin with.
Yeah. Greedent killed Batman's parents.
He's Joe Chill?
Yeah. Joe Chill also takes off the mask. It's Greedent.
God.
That was Greedent's first and last day on the job. Again, they hired him to begin with?
And generally, like, before you hire somebody, you have to give them a background check, and I guarantee you, Greedent's background does not look very good. I mean, have you heard the crimes that he's committed through this past hour?
Yeah. Greedent does Fortnite dances in public unironically.
I hate it. I hate it here. I hate everything here.
Thank you. You know what, Greedent? You don't even get a trial.
It's like, death!
I'm just thinking of Life Arrow stream where Master Roshi slams the gavel. Death! Greedent copyright strikes videos at random. Oh, he's one of those guys.
He's Verlicify. Actually, you know what? I'm curious. Does Verlicify use Greedent in any capacity? Because that would explain a lot.
Coming next week, check out the #1 Greedent player unite from Verlicify.
We talked dirty about Verlicify. Can't wait for this stream to get taken down. That's alright. Even if he threatens to sue me, I could just always because as Crashy because for those who don't know, Crashy, the guy that I do the Unite videos with, he actually got struck by Verlicify because Crashy made a video where he was VOD reviewing Verlicify, one of Verlicify's Unite videos. And the funny part is, Crashy wasn't even doing it as a joke. He was doing it as a legitimate VOD review. Like he was getting him constructive criticism, and he was even praising him on the things that he thought he did well. But Verlicify still felt the need to copyright strike the video and have it taken down, and threatened to sue Crashy. Well, Crashy called his bluff, challenged it, and sure enough, no lawsuit came in. So the video is back on Crashy's channel now.
Yeah. And, the sad thing is, that's something that occurs with a lot of people who threaten things like, oh, I'm gonna use the law against you. It's like, majority of the time, it's usually a bluff, because it's like, dude, if you claim that you actually have, irrefutable evidence that would effortlessly win you a case in court, why don't you just do it?
Yeah, you wouldn't threaten it, you just do it.
Yeah. I get, one time you do it, maybe as a warning of, hey, I could do this, just reconsider, and we won't have to make this into something ugly. But when you keep doing it over and over again, it's like, yeah, no, you're bluffing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you would have done it already by now.
Alrighty, here is the ground side attack for Forearms. He does a rapid volley of punches, and once you stop using the attack, he ends it with an uppercut.
Greedent is above the law. No, they're not.
I would say probably to help balance out this kind of... Because Multiversus doesn't really have rapid punches. I guess you can count Garnet's, but hers isn't really a rapid punch. Hers is her, because Garnet has a rapid punch attack for her, effect, for her side attack, but it's an automatic one, meaning that you can't, hold it down and have her keep going. It means, once you activate it, she automatically does, a bunch of punches and then immediately goes into, the finisher move. Whereas with this one, we're deciding we can hold this one down and keep it going. But I'd say the trade-off for that should be that the more you punch them, the further, you push them away as you do so.
Yeah.
So, if you want to actually, get some value out of it, you got to let go of it, at a good time.
Dark Knight says, technically, Bugs has one.
Bugs has a rapid jab?
Well, I guess when he's, spinning his
fist.
fist.
You mean this? No, that's not a rapid jab. That's the same thing that Garnet has, where it's an automatic move. When he uses it, he just uses it, but then, you can't keep it going, because he'll immediately transition into his next attack. So it's the same thing that Garnet has.
Luminant Lion, every bad person is just a Greedent wearing an ID mask from Ben 10 Alien Force. Oh, so what you're saying is this whole time, the DN aliens were just Greedent. I knew it. What about Superman asking as a guy who doesn't play him?
He also does have a rapid jab technically, but again, you holding it down doesn't keep it going. He just does it, and then after he does a set amount of punches, he'll immediately do his next attack. Time is it? What is the next one? Because I think depending on whatever the next one is, Humongosaur. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, because we got a good number. We got a good number of the drawings done. I think I think I'll continue. I'll continue them next time. because I'm looking at this. Because, like, looking at the number of drawings that I'm probably going to have to do at this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. No. This is 22. 23, 24, 25, 25. We have at least 25 more drawings to go at this point, at this rate.
Yeah.
So yeah, so next time I stream more Doodles, I will pick up the pace a little bit, best I can. Like again, like not worry so much about the finer details and just draw them. Like do like proper Doodles like I normally do. So because that was my mistake, trying to add more detail onto the Doodles that I normally do for my videos, and I probably am doing that because I'm live streaming. But like I probably should not do that. So yeah, that'll do it for this stream, guys. I will do my best to motivate myself to do live streams more often so we can get this done at a reasonable pace as opposed to just once a week, because that's not acceptable for me. Like I should be streaming a little bit more, but like I'm just a terrible streamer, guys. I'm sorry. All right. In which case, thank you all who joined so much for doing so. Brian, once again, thank you for joining me. I guess real quickly before I end it, I'll show off the Doodles that we got done today. Yeah, so we got done. Yeah, so we got done. So Big Chill's Grounded Up special, the Big Chill Aerial Up special. We got all the upgrade stuff. So yeah, we got like so his grounded down special, aerial down special connecting with an opponent, down special connecting to an ally, and then forearms, the first part of his side attack, and then the second part of his side attack, both grounded. So yeah, alrighty. Thank you all so much for joining. I hope you guys are able to relax and just able to chill. And yeah, next I will talk to you all later. Oh, I should mention as well, I guess for those who were stuck around for the most part, episode 112 of What If They Were in Smash should be going live next Friday, assuming as usual, assuming nothing goes wrong. The next What If They Were in Smash episode should be going up next Friday. So, hope you guys are looking forward to that.